Hey, what's up you guys? It's the Curious Owl here, and today I'm doing my September 2016 favorites video. So September was a really crazy month for me. I basically started back up with school and I started working, and so a lot of stuff has happened. I got really busy. So yeah, there's been quite a few things that I've done throughout the month despite all that, and so I'm going to talk about them. For books this month, I read a total of 4 books throughout the entire month, which is pretty normal. I feel like I'm getting through about 4 books every month, 3 to 4. There was definitely one you guys already know I cannot stand that I read this month. The favorite was so hard to pick. The other 3 books that I read this month, Impulse, Maze Runner, and Bridget Jones's Diary, were all such good books. I loved them all so much, so it was really hard to pick. But I think as far as like what I liked more about each of them, the favorite definitely became The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Now the reason that this is the favorite is because with Impulse there was a kind of problem I had with the ending. It was still really good, but I really didn't like the ending as much as I thought I would. And with Bridget Jones's Diary, while it was really good, there was a lot of like problems I had with the language, with how things were said. Like it's just because it was in a different kind of dialect. Maze Runner though was pretty much perfect. It was this most amazing dystopian novel. It had a very fresh take on what dystopia was, and the way that it was written was you were learning things with the main character as he learned them himself, which I thought was so awesome. In theater, it's what we call illusion of the first time, I think is what it's called. And it basically means as an actor in a scene, you have no idea what is supposed to be going on. You as an actor know, but you as a character don't. So when you play like a character, you're not supposed to know anything of what's going on. Everything's supposed to be a complete surprise that happens in your scene. And it gives the audience a chance to say, okay, like, this person doesn't really know what it is, so then we're kind of learning as they learn it kind of thing. And so that is exactly what I got from this novel. This illusion of the first time is such a great way to write a dystopian novel, in my opinion, and I'm so excited to read the rest of the series because I need to know what is going to happen after the end of this one. For movies this month, I really didn't get a chance to watch any new movies, mainly because my TV is not registered, so I can't watch Netflix. So I have to go get that taken care of. I've been really lazy with it. I can still watch like TV, like cable TV and stuff like that, but I don't watch cable TV that often. The one I really want to see though is The Girl on the Train. That looks like a really creepy, good movie, and I really want to read the book as well because I heard the book was really kind of creepy and really good. For TV shows this month, the only new TV show I really watched isn't really new. It actually ended like a couple of years ago. It's How I Met Your Mother, and I was just watching it with Robert. He had Netflix on his phone. We just started watching a couple of episodes and I really liked it. It's very funny. I wish I would have been able to watch it before, but I never did. So definitely something that I want to start from the very beginning and watch the whole like series of it, because I know it's supposed to be really funny and you're supposed to get really attached to some of the characters, which, as we all know, that's like every TV show you ever get into. You get attached to the characters, and so when things happen you emote certain ways. So super excited to start on that train. For music this month, I really didn't listen to any new artists, but I know that there's one of my favorite bands that I really like called Baby Metal. They're a Japanese pop metal band. They're basically J-pop and metal put together, and they came out with an album in April, and I hadn't really had a chance to like listen to any of the songs. When one of them came up on my phone a couple of days ago, I started looking up a lot of the songs from the new album, and I really liked it. I think it's very different from their very first album because they've incorporated more kind of J-pop into the first album, whereas with this one, at least from the couple of songs I heard from it, it's more metal based, which I really like because it's very kind of reminiscent of the inspiration that the band has gotten. And I know it's just like a manufactured band from the Japanese culture, but it doesn't matter. They still actually somewhat like metal. It has a lot of elements that are in it that relate to that kind of inspiration, which I really enjoy. Events this month. So there are really only 2 big things happening, where I started school at the very end of August into September, and it was really cool. My classes are all going really well so far. I'm loving all of them. And I started working in the writing center on campus in like the first couple of weeks of September. So I've been meeting with students. It's been so amazing so far because I'm getting to meet all of these new students that are coming in, and I get to work with them, and I get to experience like what it's like to like work with people on things that they want to do well with. They want to like work on these papers that they want to do well in class, and they're kind of like bouncing ideas off of each other. It's a very different experience than I had expected, but I'm loving it so far. It's probably the most fun I have ever had, and I cannot wait to see how the rest of the semester is going to go, because I pretty much do training this entire semester, and then once it gets into the spring, I'll actually like be working time like during school basically, and I'm just so excited to continue and be able to work more with all of these different students.